And we are back. Back in style, baby. I don't know what's left for us to do. I guess survive? Although we're still in, like, Act 2? Because we managed last time to dethrone Mr. Robespierre. We didn't even kill him. We managed to not kill Monsieur Robespierre. Just to kick him out of town. I suppose I could have even saved the king. So yeah. The incorruptible. And we're now at the top of the food chain over here. So we shall see what's left to do. Everybody, I mean, the common folk and the revolutionaries hated me for releasing Mr. Robespierre, but the aristocrats liked it. And my reputation is sky high at the maximum, so it's all good. There it is. Mutilation. In the evening, 2 hungry dogs of an unknown breed attacked a meat merchant, Citizen Courbis, at the market. She tried to chase them away from her goods with a stick, but failed to scare them. The dog knocked her to the ground and attacked her. When she finally managed to escape, they feasted on her leftover goods. The guard arrived a few minutes, but the animals were already gone. Locals immediately pointed to the old house, surrounded by a small park. We established that it is occupied by Gaetan Tribeleu, an elderly man who works as a night watch at a nearby factory. We arrested Tribeleu even though he refused to acknowledge the dogs, but unfortunately for him, the offending animals returned home during the arrest. Soldiers tried to shoot the aggressive mutts, but they disappeared into the dark. Let it be noted that the attacked woman's hands and face were severely bitten. We were a hair's breadth from a tragedy. And the aristocrats want him freed, and the revolutionaries. The people want the death penalty for this dude. Okay. No. Okay, one more question. Stick. Yeah. Ah, cool. Pure luck. Excellent. Okay, we got all the questions. Oh, we don't know that yet. Death penalty wouldn't hurt that much. These guys would really like it. And this wouldn't help at all. Acquittal would not help. Citizen Tribleau, do the dogs that attacked the small stallholder, Citizen Courbis, belong to you? No, Monsieur le Juge, they're not mine. Do they belong to them? My brother. Where is he now? I don't know. He left some time ago. Never came back. Probably died. Did he ask you to take care of the dogs? We haven't talked much in the recent years. One day he just left, and that was it. What are the dogs called? They're my brother's, not mine, guard and officer. Who gives dogs names like that? They are incredibly sly. My brother found them wandering in the Parisian suburbs when they were still young. To this day, they're a little feral. They're wolves, not dogs. Were they aggressive? Not really, but people often complained. The big beasts walking the streets like they owned them. Did you do anything to stop them from scaring people? Well, my brother once changed them for a day, but they made such a noise. Oh no, them lords in their palace couldn't stand the barking. They don't want to free them, but I think killing them was like easier, better for the cats there. Did you not feed the dogs? I'm not earning a fortune, not enough muscle. So what have they been eating since your brother's disappearance? As if I know. Probably stuffed with something they found. Okay. So you never wondered if they hunted anyone? Yeah, they're not mine. But you know they were wandering around hunting for food. You would have reported them. What if they attacked a child? Yeah. Living in a city that, actually has dog fatalities. It's kind of a no-no. Let's move on. No, I don't think it's counter-revolutionary. Such a large house. Oh, he didn't say that. According to this, what do the dogs do during the day? Stroll around Paris. I'd say it inherited from his father, maybe. I think that's enough. Oh, more dudes. Noël Boutet and Marius Abadier were playing war with another children in the yard, and were pretending to be, we quote, the King's Musketeers. One of the neighbors informed the guards. Then the soldiers arrived at the scene. The children were building the Bastille out of old chests. And this is a death penalty? I think not. Nathalie and Boulet. Nathalie and Boulet, a carpenter, walked Marie-Claude Arnett, a factory worker home from a dance. Despite her clear objections, he allegedly entered her apartment and raped her. Well, that is no bueno. Counter-revolutionaries don't see nothing wrong in that, okay. Leopold Lebeau has been selling exotic stones. It was supposed to reduce the humidity and stench of the city. The targeted customers were mainly old people. The stones were very expensive, and yet very briefly investigation was enough to prove that they were just river pebbles. Yeah, well, I'm gonna kill someone for that. Oh, these guys wanted him dead. Okay. How lovely. I would have gotten more people in prison. Sentence you to death. I find the verdict severe but just. I mean, there's like only two options. Where is the prison? Well, everything was correct. Excellent. Even got this one correct. More reputation, more influence. I'm full of reputation. Killing some dude from some dogs. We had a Japanese diplomat, I think, died here because he was attacked by dogs and some kids. Stray dogs, man. Pretty goddamn dangerous. Next. See the first day without Robespierre? People are intrigued. Oh, I should do the speech. They are attached. About humility, and bullheaded aggression. That's a good one. These are very weak. Worst. So we will do manipulation. I'll do manipulation. Future generations will remember that we were not cowards. They will remember us delivering punishment for such hideous crimes. Oh, they like that. You're satisfied. How about another manipulation? Will you just stand there and wallow? Allow criminals to do what they do? Oh, they really love that as well. And this aggression. Only death awaits the enemies of France. Excellent. Full reputation anyway. Is this justice? Punishing someone because another person's dogs? No. Or the revolution. It's a bit much.
Your eyes were never so empty. But today, I want you to be proud of me.
Who?
Come with me, Monsieur le Juge.
Juge.
Son!
Welcome, brother. You were in the dark for so long.
Bruno? Is that really you?
I really should have better security.
How is it even possible?
You were told what you were supposed to think. I had to die as our father's favorite son so that I could be born again. While you have been leading a comfortable domestic life, I was crawling in the mud of a battlefield.
We all thought you were dead.
It was much easier that way, wasn't it? I was dead, and have been through hell, dear brother. Paris abandoned me. Every door closed at the mere sound of my name. That was when hell reached for me. I enrolled in the army, hoping for a noble death. Instead, I was captured, taken, and I suffered. The enemies played a game of dice with me. If I won, I would be free. But for each round I lost, I would also lose a hand. I won the first one, but the second... I was able to escape and started planning my revenge on our family, our father. On everyone who had disowned me.
Revenge? On us? You should lay the blame on Clément Renard. He was the one to...
I blame you all. Father, you, France.
You want to hurt your own family?
You disowned me, as God disowned Cain. Father abandoned his own son, and you did not even try to defend me.
I was young.
Now you are an adult, and our Father will watch your fall from grace as far down as you can go. He will eventually abandon you, as he did me. I have realized that death will not hurt him as much as watching his other son reach the bottom and become a villain too. And you did extremely well. You destroyed them. The Roland. Pache and his daughter.
Ah, he's free.
Gobel and his bastard son.
I think I freed his son as well.
And now, Robespierre. You
He's
did
not
everything
dead.
according to my plan. All I needed to do was awaken your desire for power.
He's actually alive. Suck on that!
I made sure that you would fall with me, right before Father's eyes. Now, he will see that we are equal.
Was my son's death also part of your plan?
I executed him through the hands of Renard and your beloved mentor. I visited him and made him believe the story of his imprisoned son. Then he also became one of us, a villain. He helped me to kill your child in order to save his own. See, I needed my own revolution. A place for people you call criminals, because they do not fit in your society. I lead an army of outcasts in Paris. An army of the sons and daughters left behind after you decapitated their mothers. People who have lost everything because of the revolution were expelled, forced to move to a foreign land. In a few days, we will attack Paris and build a new home on its ruins. A place where a father will always keep an eye on both his sons.
Are you insane?
Wait until you hear what I intend to do with your second son.
He's not done anything.
He must pay for the sins of his father. Everyone must. Just as I paid for the cowardice of ours. He will play 2 rounds of dice. Each round you lose, he will lose a hand. That is the same price I had to pay. And now it's your son's turn. The price is
Is this
suitable
Star
for the
Wars?
sins you are guilty of. You have killed every person that would be brave enough to face me. Thank you.
I didn't kill them. Okay. Also, what's with all the hand cutting? This isn't Star Wars, dudes. Oh, this is a terrible hand. Man, it's really luck. Let's roll leave on this.
The blood is on your hands, not mine. I won again.
Yeah, right. Hello. Sure, dude. Sure. Yeah, sure. Have one more roll. And this is the last one. Ooh, it's pretty good. I sure can beat him. Ah, I did. Well, he will have one hand.
You think that you know what it means to suffer. Wait until I show you.
It's always nice to have one hand. Scratch your ass and stuff. Oh, I don't even have those. Okay. Oh, that's a good hand. Oh, that.
You will fail and break our father's heart. Only then will my revenge be complete.
Yeah, it's a game of chess, bro. Literal, bro. Oh, this sucks.
We are done here. We settled the first score, but that is not all I have prepared for you. Far from it.
Ramel, my friend.
Yeah, we need better security.
He saved me. He saved my son. But he could not save what was already broken into a million pieces. Her eyes were not empty. Her eyes.
So it was him this whole time. I'm sorry, I do not know. There is no way I could have. Was he the one who mutilated Bernard? He ordered his thugs to do it. I cannot believe I raised such a monster. It is not over yet. I'm going to kill him. He will not stop hurting us unless I do. I must kill him. I lost my son long ago. Yeah, there is only darkness in his life now. As in mine. Pardon? Nothing. We need to stick together. Oof. I needed the revolutionaries' help. Yeah. Warning, your brother's army will arrive in 4 days. Muscadins are inciting the crowds. This guy is blocked. Quell the riots. No, go there. Do nothing, I guess, since you're wounded. This guy is blocked. Sure. Calm the crowds. And spend some time with the family. And I guess that ends the day. Alexis Fidele, what was so important to bring you here, Marat? Is it really so important that we cannot discuss it at my house in the evening? I'd rather do it here, surrounded by other people. I am afraid that I would not leave your house alive. Do not understand. I am in possession of an anonymously written documents that describe your actions since you became the judge of the tribunal. Betrayals, murder, political bribery. Are you still human? Or am I talking to the devil? This is all Clement Renault's doing. That man has already destroyed my father, and a few days ago he threatened to do the same to me if I would not be obedient to him. Citizen Fidele, whatever is written there, it is not true. Those lies are only supposed to destroy. Do not make a fool of me. Today Renault was found dead at the back of the Café Prokop. I know that I will dig into this until I know your every wrongdoing, every murder, deceit, and betrayal. I can assure you that there is no need. Focus on assuring your family that you are not a monster, because I intend to be ruthless. I believe this guy is getting killed by a lady at some point. Today we only have some minor cases. Okay. 17-year-old Flore Fave, a waitress, has had a fight with a colleague. We know that there was a scuffle and Fave broke a glass on Claudine Martin's face. The victim claims that she will never be able to get rid of the scars. Aldine Marseille abandoned his artillery battery in the middle of a battle and ran into the forest. He returned to his post some time later, remorseful, and he was greeted with shackles. The accused said that he had panicked when rounds started falling nearby. The other artillerymen remained in their position during the battle. Deaf to you, ish. Amaury Jacquard was riding around Paris on his horse late in the evening. A guard patrol noticed that he could barely steady in the saddle. It turned out that he was completely drunk. If the horse had been spooked, Jacquard would not have been able to calm it down. That didn't happen. Nothing happened. Cedric Barnier, the merchant Cedric Barnier, visited his supplier in the country and loaded an extra 4 flour bags that he had not paid for in his cart. This clearly could not have been a simple mistake. It has to be a deliberate theft. You want me to kill the dude? Restaureurs Gaudin and Lucille Goilou were caught serving low-quality pork meat and lying to their customers, saying it was sirloin. To cover the taste of the pork, they seasoned it with many cheap spices and salts. You want me to kill a guy for spicing meat? Hilarious. Leroy and Pasquer, Gilbert Leroy, a breeder of animals raised and killed for their fur, paid a significant amount of money to Deputy Gaetan Pasquet, who in exchange was supposed to convince his colleagues to vote for a rise in the duty for furs imported from Eastern Europe. Sure, death to this guy. Oh, yes. We rose this thing a bit. That's what we wanted to do. Everybody deserves justice, of course. Onward! Marat's revolutions. Marat was nothing but thorough. This morning Parisians were greeted with a special issue of the newspaper in which he summed up our actions since taking office. He wrote about our elimination of Roland, how you exterminated the Girondins on Robespierre's command. He talked at length about how you destroyed the lives of the mayor and his daughter. The Muscadins... Yeah, we didn't take their lives, though. I think only the mayor escaped, though. I mean, we pardoned the mayor. The Muscadins will learn that you framed Beatrice for espionage. Each of your scenes, minor or major alike, was described with a night-analytic solicitude of someone who had been watching your every move for a while now. Your brother wasn't kidding. This is far from over. -2 on everything. The judge's true face. Great. My brother's army were arriving. Yeah, that's quite low. It's fine. This guy is blocked. I put this guy here and... Okay. Should have used some of our points. Oh well. Several minor cases again. Okay. Vicar Julien Lardy has been beating his 3 children who were playing cards in the street. The accused claims that they were playing war, a game that, in his opinion, triggers violence. Marat Mallet, a violinist, Paul Mallet, assaulted a rival musician. After a performance by the fiddler, Mallet lurked in waiting in the street, jumped in from behind, and then brutally battered him with a truncheon. We can report that the assailant was particularly cruel when it came to his rival's fingers. He broke several of them. Marie Dupont. Marie Dupont, the owner of a brothel in the center of Paris, has been regularly licking her clients. According to the anonymous informant, Dupont was using special sunglasses to measure the time men were spending with prostitutes. Oh, sandglasses. Not sunglasses, sandglasses. I have a sandglass. Should start measuring the time with prostitutes. The sunglasses did not measure the time correctly. Oh no. Martine Sartre, a prostitute, was serving range, high-ranking guard officers as well as at least one British agent, who we have already sentenced to death. We are sure that she was paid for whispering military secrets to him whenever he joined her in bed. Well, Edgar and Sylvie Blanchet and his wife Sylvie were found to have been robbing inns and cellars on a regular basis. They were also assaulted several people in the streets. They were caught laden with stolen wine, and they jumped out of the winery right into the arms of the patrol guard. Free them. Jean-Luc Mency. Saddler Jean-Luc Mency has been participating in protests against the increase of price of bread. He has been throwing stones at the guards and encouraging others to join him. One of the stones hit a 7-year-old boy standing nearby. The child died. Oh no. Can I have a moment with my family? Erase some of those things, maybe? Any day now. I can still hear stuff. Oh. Citizen Fidele, they have found another body. Who is it this time? Stop pretending. You know who. Don't play games with me. I thought that, perhaps. Never mind. Citizen Marat was found dead. Yeah. I know the painting. I think I showed it.
Marat had it coming.
Yeah.
A crazy Girondin got to him.
I'm not sure if he paid for his sins. Or my own. Get him out.
Even from beyond the graves, Marat can deal substantial damage. The night before his death, he was able to typeset the last issue of his paper. Focusing on your most recent misdeeds, he claimed that you were the one behind Gobel's death. You, the true mastermind, not Gobel's son. The paper also described how you overthrew Robespierre only to gain absolute power in France. There is no need to tell you what else was written. You know the truth. You know what his words contain more truth than lies. Everyone feels the same, even if they are not sure. And your family knows what you are capable of. In the eyes of Paris, you're a monster who was exposed by Marat, a monster who kills and buried the revolution. Okay, so these things just keep on folding. Nothing I can do. We'll arrive Spend some time with the family, I guess. These guys are coming around. There is like no fervor at this point. Anywhere. We should go. I guess we should go here and lure enemies. This guy should come here. Okie dokie. We need to get the revolutionaries up. They're way too low. Oof. This would go really low as well. Sadly. The jury has no opinion. Murderer counter-revolutionary. Do you think she's the lady that killed Mara? The defendant is Charlotte Candy. Residing in Cayenne, she openly declares her sympathy for the Girondins. The woman murdered Jean-Paul Marat. She was detained at the scene of the crime and confessed immediately. According to our information, supporter. According to our information, the woman displays an intense dislike for the Jacobins and anyone who contributed to the fall of the Girondins. She arranged a meeting with Marat under the pretext of turning in a group of her comrades. That was massive. Who had supposedly planned on uprising in Cayenne. Marat's servants remained vigilant and initially did not let the woman near Jean-Paul, but allegedly the host reprimanded them and told them to let the supposed informer in. The man was sitting in his bath. As rumor had it, he suffered from a skin disease that was eased by long bath. It seemed he suspected nothing, and we found none of the deceased's weapons near the bathtub. After a short conversation, Corday thrust a knife between his ribs. Oh, motive. Marat cried for help, but had little chance surviving after being so badly wounded. When the servants ran in, Corday was standing at the window, looking out as though she was examining the landscape. She offered no resistance during her arrest, but tightly gripped a copy of the Plutarch's Parallel Lives. I do not know if it is any good. I have not read it. On the... I could look that up. On the way to her cell, she repeated many times that she had been acting on her own, and was particularly keen on emphasizing that it was no man behind her. The guards probably did not fully believe her, as she began to shout in the corridor that she was a virgin. Yet who would want to copulate with a lunatic like her? Marat is dead. Well, that took a turn. Acting on her own. And this is another thing. He was our brother, one of the informal leaders of the revolution. Everyone loved him for his apt articles in which he highlighted the faults of the enemies to revival. Okay, perhaps he was too sharp with his conclusions, but could he have been otherwise? Evidence: a knife with dried blood on the blade, and a copy of the Parallel Lives by Plutarch. That is evidence. All questions are not. Yes. Yes. A knife. Traitor. You will rot, bitch. Please introduce yourself, Charlotte Corday. You have been accused of murdering Citizen Marat. Yes, I did it. We rarely see people who confess so willingly. Oh, since the jury doesn't matter... Did the defendant turn in her accomplices? Why did the defendant choose Marat? Okay. Do you want to turn in your companions? There are no companions, as there was no uprising. I know the vision of a big conspiracy would convince Marat to meet with me. She is one shrewd bitch, as the second bitch. He came from Caen. What a long way from Paris. The journey passed quickly as I was focused on my purpose and the pleasure of imagining Marat as a bleeding creature. Jesus. Beautiful outfit for the guillotine, not for Marat. You're acting as if you want to die. Such is the price for freedom and equality. I guess I at least agree with Marat on one point. The charge that it is necessary for France must be introduced by force. Change must be introduced by force. I added my unswerving strength of will to that end. So that she was acting alone. Why did the defendant choose Marat? Why were you so hateful towards Marat? He was a symbol of evil that is smothering my country. Is that why you stayed there after committing the crime? I am not ashamed. I did not have to run. I have killed one man to save 100,000. I will receive my death as a reward. The fall of the Girondins was justified. That's a lie. The fall of the Girondins was planned. You insisted... issued your verdict and probably had a hand in the whole thing. What do you mean? The judge here was involved in a dispute with Minister Roland. All of a sudden, the Girondins were accused of treason. It is not hard to figure out that Judge Fidele must have had something to do with it. Okay. What's with that book? Let me have a look at the book. Also, whoop! This is the dude. This is the dude. That's the famous painting. Parallel Lives. This is in the public domain. You could probably read it. Lives of the noble Greeks and Romans. 48 biographies of famous men, arranged in pairs to illuminate their common moral virtues and fallings. Greek and Roman, similar destiny, such as Alexander the Great and Julius Caesar, or Demosthenes and Cicero. It is a work of considerable importance, not only as a source of information about the individuals described, but also about the times in which they lived. Okay. Let's get rid of that picture. What did we say? Have to kill her? That's the only way we survive this. Exit. Oh, so this doesn't matter. We'll give it a death sentence. Symbol of evil, the smothering France. Yep. Sentence you to be guillotined. That is right. He has dragged the pig out to the slaughter. Everything was correct. Reputation even got up, and my influence. These guys are intrigued. Speak to the common folk. Carefree, let's do careless. Oversensitive, let's do manipulation. Attached, let's do manipulation. Perfect, perfect, strong. That'll do. The convict was curious about the taste of crime. Now we shall give him his desserts. It's a she, but okay. Do not listen to them when they say you cannot read. Listen to them when they beg for mercy at the guillotine. Oh, Jesus. And the last one. Future generations will remember that we are not cowards. It needs to be done. That's perfect. More reputation. Excellent. We need... Just make it quick. You find a large-sized uniform on a hook. Only one employee is big enough to fit in it. Your favorite court guard, Raphael Clovis. You find a short letter in one of his pockets, and some parts of it stand out in particular. I'm leaving the service. I cannot do this any longer. Too much blood on my hands. The rats are fleeing the sinking ship.
Terror is nothing but swift justice. Robespierre used to say that. And now an army of outcasts marches towards us to present their interpretation of those words.
Do you come to arrest me?
I came to tell you that certain people believe everything you did for the benefit of France.
Who are you?
Officer Thomas Alexandre Dumas from the French army, at your service.
Do you believe in what those few say about me?
Most deputies of the convention fled once they learned of the approaching army. The reinforcements that will be able to save us will take a dozen or so days to reach Paris.
Do you believe I did everything because of France?
No. But as far as I heard, you know the enemy better than any one of us.
Yeah. He's my bro.
As a commander, I certainly appreciate that asset. And as a human being, I know that brotherhood is especially important when someone has fallen. You reached the bottom, but there are people willing to give you a chance to redeem yourself.
I think you're talking to the wrong person.
I am talking to a predator. I am talking to a person who is not averse to killing other citizens. And that is what awaits us. We will have to ruthlessly murder Frenchmen who stand on the other side of the barricades. I am talking to a murderer, because that is how you are known to those who are afraid of you. As ghastly as it sounds, you are exactly who we need.
You said yourself that reinforcements are a dozen or more days away.
That is why I gathered an army of loyal people. I will entrust them to you, under one condition.
Did you say an army?
Look for yourself. A truly revolutionary army. The poor and the wealthy, white and black people, all marching side by side. They came here to protect Paris.
You mentioned one condition.
Make me a general. The first black commander of that higher rank in the whole of France.
I do not have such power.
But you do. You still hold the power of the guillotine, remember? Support me, and the army will be yours. Regardless of their origin or race, those people believe that if they are scared of you, our enemy should be even more terrified.
Hand me a piece of paper and a pen, General.
I think that's the famous writer's grandfather. If I remember that correctly. Recruitment. The number of units given to you depends on your reputation. I have excellent reputation. Yet again, this game has more mechanics. More game mechanics. Starting battles. The whole of Paris is fighting. The political saloon will be transformed into headquarters, and the hideout will be transformed into a help center. The printing house will stop operating. Warning. Your brother's army will arrive tomorrow. Deflect wars. People are trying to avoid the enemy's cruelty in every section of Paris. Protect them for as long as possible. Your reputation depends on it. Statistics. Toggle the view of refugees remaining in the districts on and on. Physician. Physicians treats your injured troops and provides a bonus to health points. Remember, if the troops die, the physician dies with them. So this is my bro. Coming. Yeah. Notebook, activity report. And at least I have excellent reputation at the beginning of this thing. Can I save? I guess there are quick saves and stuff. So we can't take any actions. Oh, can I put less than maximum there? No more room for those. Garrison's full. Okay. Let's put some dudes here. That's full. Everything's full. Okay. Post your troops in the threatened section. Oh, this one? Okay. Hey, Act 3. Fraternité. Égalité. Robespierre. Fraternité. Yeah, liberté. Minor cases to deal with. Let's see how we can screw this one up. Hortense Basile talked her way into the house of Mrs. Vernet, claiming to be their friend. Once inside, she beat up the servants, stole the money, silver tableware, and the painting. She took off the wall. She was arrested while trying to sell the loot. Oh, that wasn't worth it. Marcel Maury, a painter, published a treatise without the author's permission. So, how about that? Oh, the revolutionaries really didn't like that. Got to get fired. Sitters picked the former fiancé of one of the girls to visit their apartment. There they imprisoned and tortured him. When they hit him, poured boiling water on the man's perineum and burned him with a poker. Is that his butt? And that was punishment for his infidelity. Oh, nobody likes that. Michael Duret and Jean-Luc Pomeroy, custom officers, held several pepper transports for a long time. At the toll gate, they did this so the son of the officers, a spite merchant, could increase the price and earn more money. What if you kill this guy? These just keep going down. They don't want to go up. Lisa Mesny has been illegally selling magic potions to young pregnant women. This substance facilitated miscarriages. We both like that at least. Officer and guard Michael Lagarde was murdered on his way home after a night shift. The hammer was probably served as a murder weapon. Lying next to Raphael Mallet, he was found sleeping in the dark alley, blind. Oh. So I am totally going to get kicked out of office. Excellent! Let's see if the game ends. I think it does, yeah. You lost. You were deposed. Well, at least they didn't kill me. That fell a while. At least we survived. Freed everybody. Have a nice one. Thank you for coming. How is he feeling? Like a young man who wasn't ready for what happened to him. Alexis, your brother paid me a visit. The one who is supposed to be dead. Jacques. Let me finish. I respect the memory of our friendship. We have both helped each other in many ways. But I now know that because of my loyalty to you, I participated in something very wrong. My brother is a monster. The amount of blood shed by the revolution has changed us all into monsters. We can only hope that after we die, people would forget about us, and all our wrongdoings will be blown away. You prefer to side with my child's murderer over me. Thanks to him, I finally understood what we did to our country by giving the power to the uneducated people armed with axes and torches. We need to restore balance, and your brother is going to do that. He is a murderer, as are you and I. The only difference between him and us is that we will be honored with medals and statues. But I don't want that kind of praise, tainted by crime and deceit. Now is my last chance to change my fate. What are you going to do? I don't know. I will probably leave Paris while it is still possible, then wait and adopt to the new situation. Your court guards ran away this morning, and Ramel. It turns out that he was always with your brother, and did what was necessary to lead you to this moment. So you are all traitors. Is that how you see things? You have already failed. Goodbye, my friend. Draft. Oh, they don't like any of these. This guy likes the draft. Let's do it.
They are already here. The outcasts, the cursed ones. That is how they call themselves. The families of the victims of the revolution. The sons of those who were forced to run to other countries. They have groped their way in the dark for years, and there was no one who would console them. Now they want France for themselves. As we do.
Additional troops. Cool. Enemy attack. You have been attacked. If you have no troops in the section, you will automatically lose. Okay. Oh, that's full. Well, let's put some dudes here, I suppose. Your residence. Can I do stuff? Haha, spend some time with family. Oh. Build barricades. Intrigue. Germaine de Stael, Madame de Stael has urged the city's moment of weakness to fight for women's rights. Oh, use the city's moment of weakness. I am not one to judge the motivations of other people, but if we do not stop her today, we may not wake up tomorrow. Women took to the streets of Paris. Oh, this is just what we needed. They marched on the town hall, chanting and occupied one of its halls to debate the rights of women. There's literally a war going on. Really? They were led by the Madame Staël, the educated and ambitious founder of the once Paris political saloons. She convinced her supporters that the revolution has not given women freedom, equality, and brotherhood. They must fight for it for themselves. The threats and the immense announcements led to the spontaneous creation of the Declarations of Women's Rights, signed by every participant of the event. The timing was not accidental. Madame Staël will surely use your current situation to her and other women's benefit. Await further information. To battle. Choose your general. You can fight the battle on your own, accept General Dumas' help. The battle will be fought automatically. Defense. Enemy general. Each enemy general has their favorite tactics and tricks. Sure, let this guy... Ooh. Civilians in the section. Did we lose? I assume. Lots of Parisians dead. My reputation gone up somehow. Citizen, I am sure you have already received your copy of the Declaration of Women's Rights. Let us meet in the evening so I can list our demands. Holy moly. How many pages are there? Women are born free and shall remain equal to men. So, the laws of nature and reason stand against all malign actions against society. The law should express the general will. All female citizens should take part, directly or via representatives. Sure. Oh, everybody likes the death penalty, yeah. That's nice. That's nice. Murderer. The daughter of Jean and Marie Piquet died immediately after birth. The father testified that he heard the child crying loudly and intensely. Yet when he entered the room occupied by his wife, one servant, and the midwife, his daughter was not bleeding. The doctor called for Mr. and Mrs. Piquet arrived the next day. He noted strangulation marks on the infant's neck, and he was the one who informed the guard. The investigator was unable to interrogate the parents as they were both in shock and filled with despair. Strangulation marks. Method? Ooh, 2 traps. We found numerous signs of the birth in the untidy bedroom. Along them were the forceps left by the midwife, who, as we learned from the servant, left in a great hurry. It looked as though she were escaping. Forceps. Instrument of the crime. We managed to establish the midwife's identity as Claudine Yeah. People say she has bad luck when it comes to delivering girls, as most of her infant female patients did not make it. We decided to arrest her as a suspect. Investigation found an open Bible on her kitchen table. Evidence. CCA Bible is old, cheap, and worn-out edition. She has underlined numerous excerpts in pencil. For some reason, she doesn't like girls. Cool. We got all the questions. Midwife Sistier. It's me. Did you strangle the kid? I had to. Unfortunately, the child was born a girl. Damn. What do you mean? If you're a man, you would not understand. I just want women to stop suffering. Oh, jeez. Why would you strangle them then? As I said, you wouldn't understand. She is crazy. Was the child born live? Yes, monsieur. Did you strangle it with your own hands? No, I had a special bead necklace. It would be faster if I just broke their necks, but I am not able to. What in the hell? What in the actual hell, game? Yes. I don't think it's counter-revolutionary. A necklace, was it? Bead necklace, okay. Why did you leave the house in such a hurry? The child was dead, there was nothing left I could help them with. Did you charge them for the birth? No, I couldn't. Why? Why could you not take money from them? Stop tormenting me. I didn't do it for myself, I just want other women to have a better life than me. If there were fewer of us than men, our 1,000-year-old nightmare will come to an end. And do you believe in God? No, monsieur. What about the Bible in your house? The Bible is not a holy book, but a manual for men, so they can ruin our lives. Explain. The letter to the Ephesians, for example, instructs wives, submit yourselves to your husbands as you do to the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife. Men hear that in church and then treat women worse than animals. But you're not doing worse by killing them? I'm helping them. How exactly? Men are dying in the war, so there are fewer and fewer of them, so women have to fight over them. If there are fewer women, men will finally begin to respect them. Did women not respect you? My father gave me a man. He beat me for 8 years until he finally drank himself to death. You guys fight for brotherhood, not the sisterhood. Yeah, okay. Okay, death penalty it is. Her husband was beating her. Did the defendant accept the money for baby? She refused. Sentence is death. Everything is cool. We have all the reputation we need, really. Let's keep the speech. Yet another man hurting women. Patriarchy. Oh, the revolution. Indeed. The street empties as the sun sets. You walk along the still warm pavement, thinking about the delicious supper your wife has prepared. You are so relaxed that you do not notice a woman dashing around the corner. She runs into you with such force that you are both sent flying. She drops a sack, fleeing several cats. The woman jumps to her feet and tries to catch them, but two manage to escape. They got away, she yells, unable to decide which ones to chase first. No money, no pâté, adds the woman. And you suddenly know exactly what is going on. She's making pâté out of kittens. As the Italians used to call them, roof rabbits. In the siege of Stalingrad, they used to make pâté out of people, so yeah. That's a extra bonus. That's the woman. You grab her by the arm and take her to the nearest guards. The woman looks at you, trying to quietly convince you that pâté is superior to the lives of cats. The guards are obviously surprised when you hand them the package. I did not collect them for me, said the terrified woman. After some time, they're for the butcher's son. He's a specialist. As the guards take her away, you ponder what she said. The butcher's son. What will you do about the master of the French cuisine? Expose the butcher's son. I promise not to take long. My case is rather obvious. Of course. I am sure that nothing worse could come of this. Changes. You do not like them, especially when you know they will happen soon. What kind of changes? The liberation of women, of course. I do not understand. Who is oppressing you? You, man who have decided to rule over the country and take control of our fates. The Declaration of Women's Rights clearly explains it. Of course, your famous declaration. Your legacy. I have only given a few suggestions regarding that document, as I have another duty, leading women to their ultimate success. Over the corpses of men, I assume. It does not have to be so. The declaration must be accepted in its current form. We refuse to negotiate, and we will not agree to any settlements. If you resist, we will protest, and you will learn what it's like to fight without our support. Convincing people to accept such a great change, especially now. Since I first heard about you, you have done nothing but manipulate and scheme. I am sure you will manage. Remember that without us you will lose. But with us you may stand a chance. That is what we want, equality. I believe you underestimate women's power, madame. I have yet to see any of you on the battlefield, although the fight is supposed to be even. What is more important is whether or not you are ready to risk our revolt. You know what we want. We shall give you a chance to think it through. Goodbye, citizen. These guys with the citizen, it's like the communists with the comrades. Everybody's a citizen, everybody's a comrade. Dinner with the officers, everybody hates that. Safe path, everybody hates that. Everybody hates that. Revisions and stuff. Fine. Revisions and medicine. recruitment. We'll be moving over there. The guard is full. Okay. That is full as well. That is full as well. Let's put a cannon here, I guess. Intrigue. The Styles' proposal, and perhaps blackmail, forces us to take immediate and spontaneous action. She wants us to sign the Declaration of Women's Rights. If you comply without the support of other men, you might as well sign your own death sentence. You must convince them to accept the changes. Okay. Build some barricades. I think they won this one. Cool. Days before relief comes. Oh, okay. We have to resist 9 days. Anything else? Oh, no. Fraternity. Several minor cases to deal with. Rat plague. Well, isn't that just correct? Okay, start to survive this day as well. One of the buildings in the center of Paris nearly burned down 47 years ago. Oh, 47-year-old Hugo Bassot, encouraged by a half-quart of anisette, decided to build a campfire in the middle of his apartment. Luckily, the thick, dark smoke alerted the nearby neighbors, who managed to prevent the tragedy. Oh, come on. Why is that bad? She tried to burn a building. This lady stabbed her younger flatmate during a drinking session. Rescuers managed to save him. Even though he had lost a lot of blood, the accused and the victim were widely known as drunkards and slackers. So, what if we free this person? Oh, they like that. This guy's dead. Colonel Gaspard Picard, who is in charge of the artillery in the Internal Army, was caught stealing building materials. Off with his head. Marine Brugiere, Dylan Brugiere, has been treating feminine diseases in a very particular way. He was found to have been lying to his patients, saying that to be cured they had to buy very expensive medicine and spend the night with him. Can we free him? Oh, they like that. Yeah. Vivienne Le Serif was found to have poisoned several of their guests in her inn with spoiled meat. Dog meat. That's okay, I guess. Beloved daughter of the wealthy industrialist poisoned her father as to inherit his money. Oh, come on. It's risk of death. Should do aristocrats kill our ass.
They want to rule. What are they thinking? I'll beat some sense into my wife later. Just prepare our food and bear our children. No women will rule us.
Remember your place, or we will help you.
I'll beat some sense into my wife later. Oh, what a sentence. Perfect game. Perfect. We must accept the women's conditions. Oversensitive. How about the manipulation here? Bullheaded. Aggression. Withdrawn. How about humility? Attached. How about manipulation. And withdrawn again. And then humility. Strong. Perfect is aggression here. Strong is manipulation here. Weak argument. Very weak. Let's try manipulation here as well. Drawn. And let's try forced here. Yeah. So the first one is good.
Admit it. You did not expect this. And neither did I. They attacked when we were not looking. And now we have to give in to them. It is a trifling amount, citizens. Give it to them. Do not let your pride and instinct misguide you. Do not be fools.
You may have your arguments, but we have ours. Those of men, we have built our world on them, and we will not drop them just like that.
Yeah, go ahead and kill all your ladies. Sure, why not? But what did we say here, manipulation?
Put yourselves in their shoes. They have not gained much from the revolution, unlike you. And they end up on the guillotine just as frequently. Who supported you when you were bearing the standards of the revolution? They carried them at your sides with you.
Put yourselves in their shoes and become cross-dressers. You might like them. Some people do. Manipulation.
Thanks to the revolution, you men have won equality and freedom. But women have remained in the background. They support us. But as soon as we get our rest, we drive them into a corner. Is this how we want to treat our women?
Still doubtful. And the last one I said aggression.
Do you want to go back to the old world and the old ways?
Maybe that'll put
If
us
not,
over the edge.
remember you shouted the slogan, freedom, equality, brotherhood. Brotherhood, damn it! What are the slogans worth if you refuse to share what you have with women?
Yeah, they like that.
Well, now you've confused us. What on earth made you negotiate with hags?
Doubtful. Success? Okay.
Rule of women. They can have a brothel. Let them rule that.
For the glory of the new world!
Was that a positive or a negative? Parisians did not like the truth. It turned out that the resourceful pastry cook had more clients than expected. And they were furious. So angry, in fact, that he had to die. One strong blow knocked culinary passion out of his head. Well, his passion, to be exact. It will be impossible to find out who carried out the deadly bat. The aristocrats didn't like that. Okay. Sure, let's try the safe path now. I guess that would help the citizens escape. That guy's attacking there again. Oh, and here as well. The hideout has been transformed into a help center. From now, every time you lose logistics specialists, in fact, you'll be able to recruit a new one over here. Musketeers. Can I put more? City guard. Oh, I can't put more there. Physician. Can I put a physician there? Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, I could put more tanks. Oh, tanks. Okay. What? Oh, I can. This is how you manipulate the number. Now I see. Oh well. I don't think I can move there. Yeah. Let's see the intrigue. That was a success, apparently. Madame de Stael counts on the unity among women. Let us show her that female unity is as fragile as the bonds between men. When power and money are at stake, empathy and compassion cease to be important. Of all the women who could have something on Madame Stael, Grace Elliot would be the most efficient. She knows the Madame's world well. There is no time for subtleties. Imprison her, then promise to let her go in exchange for information. Let's do the fighting. Okay. Help center. Recruit logistics special. Sure. Whatever it is. And spend some time with the family. She's not a logistics specialist, she's just a physician. Ooh. You have a good reputation. Oh. This guy killed them. Oh, because of what happened before. Stabby, stabby. Aristocracy performed an assassination. Let's try again. Let's see if... that's like a random thing. Yeah, okay. We'll do these things again. Can I move these people? Oh, I can. Oh. It's fine. Recruit this guy again. I want to see. It might be like random. If not, we'll have to. Because it says. I think it says the risk of assassination. Oh no. It's really low. So I might as well. I'm probably going to die. No matter what. Let's do quick fights. Might have to go. See if they could do to kill this. Number of Parisian survivors. Less reputation now. Okay. Oh no, it's stabby stabby. Stabby stabby. Okay. Stabby stabby. Wonder if we have to do it from here. Yes. Is this when the trial happens? The trials? There it is. Ah, dum 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 dum. Can I free this guy? Okay. Spoils or something. Oh, that fell. What am I saying? Okay.
They want to rule.
Yes. The guy wants to beat his wife. I don't know. I'll beat my wife later. Later. Oversensitive. So what did I say here? Manipulation. So I think this was a good argument. Maybe carelessness here. Attached manipulation. About humanity and the last one. Ooh. Strong, perfect, strong, very weak, very weak. Oh, everything. Manipulation here. What did we say last time? I think we did this one. Let's do manipulation.
Admit it. You did not expect this. And neither did I. They attacked when we were not looking. And now we have to give in to them. It is a trifling amount, citizens. Give it to them. Do not let your pride and instinct misguide you. Do not be fools.
Oh, I
You
know
may
why
have
I
your
died.
arguments, but we have ours.
Because the sun's
Those
dudes
of men, we have
thing,
built our world on them, and we will not
the
drop them
butchers
just like
lowered
that.
the thing. There is a better treatment. Let's do
There
this
is
one.
no time for such discussions, citizens. The enemy is in the streets, while you ponder whether your wives deserve to stop being treated like servants or slaves.
But we can't treat them any better.
Oh, that was okay. Why not?
If it were not for them, you would never have had your revolution. Without their support, you would still be mucking out your aristocrat stables instead of enjoying every sunrise. They have always stood next to you, but the revolution did nothing to repay them.
Huh? Will we do better? No. No, we did not. How about aggression?
Do you want to go back to the old world and the old ways? If not, remember you shouted the slogan, freedom.
Yes.
Well, now you've confused us. What on earth?
Okay. So that is successful-ish. Install this. Yeah, it's because of this. This fell. Fell a lot. Can I put more? Can I move? So I can't do... I can still move her for some reason. So put one more cannon now. Lost our cannon. We said we wanted the logistics dude. And turn the sun. Hopefully not die again. Yeah, it's low, but it's not going to kill me low. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh, I can move some cannons, thanks. Got some of these muscadines. Oh, yes, that as well. Muscadines. Where are things? I wonder if I can go on attack that. Oof. Oh, so we need to kill this guy. How nice red plague as well. I guess it's because we were eating all the cats, we have a red plague now. Charles Etienne, a rape. Mark Binet is a 42-year-old widower and master of gunpowder production. The craftsman employees like him. He is generally respected. He has never been in trouble with the law, yet 2 of his female employees were accused him of rape. No. What? Oh, victim. Okay. Because of the current high demand for gunpowder in Paris, the shops is working day and night and employs twice as many people as usual. Citizen Vaganet and Bakel have been working there for a few weeks and have not met before. Mark Binet allegedly assaulted both of them during their night shifts in the storehouse behind the mill. Okay. They testified that he threatened them with a knife and ordered them to enter the storehouse and get undressed. After he finished, he gave both of them a few copper coins. All questions unlocked. Nice. They only dared to denounce him after a few days when they found out about each other's terrible experiences. We wish to express our solidarity with the defenders of Paris and ask for a quick resolution of his trial. Gunpowder is currently more important to us than gold. Citizen Pinet, that is I, have been accused of rape. This is a misunderstanding. I paid them what they were due. Why are you holding a grudge against me? Did they ask you for the money? If they didn't, they wouldn't have put it in their pocket. They claim you threatened them with a knife. They always carry it. Did you... Took the citizens to the storehouse behind the mill. Why there? Make sacks there, you can lie on them comfortably. How loud is the mill? Quite loud. Loud enough to drown out screams? Isn't that obvious? Love needs a little privacy. He's right. Jesus. The trial is full now. Why don't you invite them to your place after work? You'd have had more privacy. Pardon? I never thought of it. Okay. Ooh, lots of questions. Did they defend a crime? No. Counter-revolutionary? No. No. Please come closer, Citizen Bakel. These women accuse you of a horrible crime. It is your defense. You know women, monsieur, they never know what they want. I'm sure they don't want to be raped. Maybe I'm a bit straightforward, but is that really that bad? They didn't yell or cry, they took the money. What's the problem? Do I really have to explain it to you? They wanted it. Okay. Oh boy. What about my goddamn questions? How long have you been working in the factory? All my life, Monsieur Le Judge. I started as an apprentice, so I remember when we switched this to steam. Can you describe how gunpowder is made? You have to mill the ingredients really fine using special rollers, though sometimes people wrongly call them grinders. Right. You mix everything according to the proportions, and you add a little water to the mixtures. Then you squeeze it through a special sieve that lets through tiny lumps. Doesn't sound like a complicated process. I am not appreciated because it is difficult, but because every day the number of employees leaving work needs to be the same as the number of those who entered in the morning. In a place like that, it's really easy to cause an explosion. Yet some days your employees leave work disgraced. Good women don't come to work in the factory. The ones I hire are already gotten themselves disgraced. Still no answer for these. Did the victim accept money for the intercourse? She said she did, yes. That's... Was carrying a knife? Yes, he was. Sliced bread. Why was he carrying the knife? Did he say that? Where was the knife? Was it in the commencement? I always carry it, but I never threaten anyone. Oh, so he doesn't say. Okay. Why was the victim working in the thing? Yes, she needed money. I'm assuming. I don't know. Check the quality of the powder. Death penalty, signature. There's nothing to add. Look. A specialist killed over such trivial things. I wonder who will make powder for our cannons now. Ah! Only one was wrong. Ah, so he used the knife to check the quality of the powder. Okay. Reputation still at maximum. The gunpowder, treason and plot. Coming soon to that. The 5th of November should never be forgotten. We don't need more of this. We can skip the speech. We had 4. Yes, thank you, goodbye.
Did you come to visit the English whore? That's the new code name they gave me in prison.
I'm so sorry, Grace. The guard should not...
Oh, this whole revolution of yours shouldn't. But this is who you are. If I ever get out of here, I will charge you triple. What do you want?
To offer you absolution
Since you came to
maybe a
offer,
discount.
you must want something in return. What?
Madame de Stael.
I'm not a panderer, sorry. The only thing I can currently give you is a rat that I killed yesterday. I'm not feeling all that hungry recently.
Yet, you are the only person that can help me. That can help Paris.
Do you remember when someone stabbed you in the middle of the street and I stitched you up? Did I still not help you enough?
Oh, that was her. Okay. Touched. Strong, strong, strong. This is the weakest one. Let's try the baggy thing.
No single Parisian is lacking evidence that can be used against them. Tell me, what can we charge her with when the need arises? I'm not asking for the truth, only something that would be convincing.
I doubt you will find anything. De Stael is clean. That's why women chose her.
I do not believe you are telling me the whole truth.
Ask however many times you wish. I can't give you what you want, because I don't have it.
Only I can get you out of here. People do not care for political prisoners anymore. Do not sentence yourself to so many months of prison.
Ooh. I'm irritated there. Yes.
De Stael will get burned trying to blackmail me and the people who fight for the freedom of Paris. Though I would delight in making sure she stays in the fire for longer.
I will only help you because I don't want to die here.
Yeah.
I'll hand you this precious evidence, but don't count on it being entirely true.
It's a minor success. Questionable success. Yeah. Oh, very questionable. Evening with the soldiers. Evening with the soldiers. Ah, who should have reinforced? Yeah. You can't reinforce now. They're attacking on all fronts. Can I attack? I cannot. I guess it's only defendy. It's only defendy. Did we get the logistics dude? Yeah, what the hell do you do? This is so confusing. I don't know. I'll put him there. Build some barricades. Persuasion. Choose action. We can either burn the declaration and arrest Satiel. You will not be blackmailed, because it is you who does the blackmailing. You will destroy your enemies and are undefeated. Who needs women? Let them stay at home. That is their place anyway, except the style. She should be locked up in a cell we have prepared for her. I wonder if she will be as stubborn with her head placed beneath the guillotine's blade. And the other one is... sign it. Sure, let's sign it. On it. Sign the declaration. Let us be equal, everybody. Oh, let's see the facts. Mr. House arrived. And this one. So. Refugees. I should have just let it on auto. Good line assault it is. Charge. Defensive versus defensive. Can they shoot? Yes. No, they can't. More dudes escaped. Survivors and headers. Interesting. They couldn't use their cannons against these dudes. They kind of lost. I lost this section. Who? Should put some dudes here. They killed everybody here? Is that what happened? And everybody wants this guy dead. Oh, these dudes just don't care. Okay. But it's time for me to go. It will be there on Judge Fing another day. Time to go. Bye-bye.